The place we now call Barotac Viejo was founded in 1754. The town started as a small settlement near San Juan Bay, surrounding the estuaries of Paiwan and Barotac Viejo River. The first settlers were a clan of families from Cebu who escaped from marauding or Moros. The idyllic peace and beauty of the place by the sea attracted more families. The settlement grew and was elevated to a barangay in 1765. For several years, the barangay continued enjoying peace and prosperity despite of disturbing news of Moravintas being sighted in open seas. In 1771, bands of Moros swept through the Visayas, striking mortal fear among people living in coastal pueblos. The Cabeza de Barangay elders decided later to move the community from the seacoast to a safer haven inland. It was a tearful departure from the beauty and bounty of the sea when the first Barotacnons left their original settlement. After crossing the Barotac Viejo River 5 times, they decided that they had gone upriver far enough to be out of danger from the marauders. At a small clearing by the bank of the river, they had able to put up cottages or houses for their early Barotacnons quickly adapted to freshwater fishing and agriculture, and their first rice harvest was awarded with great expectation. Later, the settlement grew and became prosperous. Then one day, an Augustinian missionary, proponent and founder of many early towns, made a brief visit to this newly transferred barangay in a new location. With his help, a school and a church were constructed for the settlers. Much help was given by this Spanish missionary and even prepared a recommendation for the barangay to become a town. Knowing that the residents were forced to transfer to the present location because of fear, he wanted to know whether they want to stay or they plan to go back to the original settlement when there is no more danger. Through a census enumerator sent by Augustinian missionary, the survey shows that 60% wanted to stay and only 40% wanted to go back to the original settlement. The census enumerator even told them that the community would become a town, so people later called their new town Bagong Banma. The rush of Moro attack in the Visayas promoted the Spanish governor Simone Anda to put up the Marina Sutil, a fleet of light sunboats for the defense of the coastal towns. This resulting peace and security in the coastal towns of Panay encouraged people to migrate back to the coastal settlements that they left behind during the height of Moro invasion. With peace restored, people gradually moved closer to the places that serve as communication and transportation centers. These places gradually evolved into business centers as well. This barangay emerged above the Barotac Viejo River, 8 kilometers southeast of Bagong Banwa and just 2 kilometers from the original settlement. This is the location of the present poblacion. The barangay easily became the center of trade and commerce, and being within the walking distance from the seashore and traversed by the road running the whole length of Iloilo province. Big buildings up went up around the plaza, and businessmen, farmers, and fishermen come and go with their products. This new barangay, spurred by the momentum of business, grew by leaps and bounds, left behind the Bagong Bano settlement in terms of population. Through bayanihan or free labor, a church and a parochial school were built. It became a full-fledged barangay with its own barangay hall and a cabeza de barangay named Antonio Santilan. These tangible improvements caught the attention of the provincial authorities. Thus, in 1783, it was decreed to become a town named Bagong Banwa. How about the Bagong Banwa founded by the early Barotacnons far from the coast when they escaped from the marauding Moro? It was renamed Daan Banwa and called today Barangay Nueva Invention. At that time, the town mayor was called Gobernador Silio and the provincial governor was called Alcalde Mayor. In 1784, Antonio Santillan became the first gobernadorcillo or town mayor through an election. The name of our town, according to the legend, came from the Spanish word baro, meaning mud, which is luta for the natives. Taken together, it becomes Barolota. Later, the name of the town Bagumbano was named to Barolutac or Barotac. The name was approved by the Council of Elders headed by the Gobernadorcillo. The change from Barotac to Barotac was done for brevity or not to destroy the significance of the name. When another town was named Barotac, some years later, our town, which is the original, became known as Barotac Viejo, and the new town became Barotac Viejo. Barotac Viejo is the northern part of the province of Iloilo, facing the Strait of Guimaras and the island of Negros. It is bounded on the north by San Rafael, on the west by Banate, on the south by the Visayan Sea, and on the east by Ahoy. It is 57 kilometers from Iloilo City. According to the 2020 census, it has a population of 48,614 people. The municipal center of Barotac Viejo is situated at approximately 11 degree 3 north, 122 degree 51 east in the island of Panay. Elevation at these coordinates is estimated at 8.9 meters or 29.3 feet above mean sea level. A range of sprawling hills and high mountains occupy three-quarters of the land of Barotac Viejo. Mount Agumit on the northern boundary with San Rafael is the highest mountain at about 550 meters high. The town is divided by a long mountain range divided it into upper and lower regions. The upper region is approximately 1,000 feet above sea level. The climate is generally colder than ordinary and rain is more abundant. The lower region is composed of rice-producing areas. This part is near the sea and is well populated. Batubas is a municipal festival celebrating food heritage and culture in Barotac Viejo. It is a festival of feasting and merriment, celebrating the abundance of blessings the people in the community enjoy. It is also a celebration to continue the local government's goal of reconnecting their people back to where their blessings come from. The festival takes place from the 16th to 28th December 2011 and encourages residents from this town, the rest of Iloilo and beyond to gather together and experience an exciting range of culinary delights. Batubas festivals involves and educate people in the appreciation of good, clean, fair food while showcasing the town's ever-expanding network of dedicated, enthusiastic producers and all the gastronomic delights this town has to offer. In the province of Iloilo, Altal is a very important Lenten event and is religious celebrated by the people of Barotac Viejo. A vow made in 1975 was